Now to figure out how to send out a message that I'm doing this. And then we can get started. Oops, okay. And let's do that, let's do that. All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Malcolm Peralty, and I work for Press Titan. I'm actually the co-founder of Press Titan, and today one of the things that I'm going to do is basically work through some WordPress questions and answers. Going forward, I'm going to have this time, this live time, to be able to discuss all kinds of things related to WordPress, WordPress hosting, business development, growth. Whenever someone's not here, I'm going to work on either my own projects or the WordPress.org support forums. And of course, if you come here and you have any questions, just leave them in the live chat and I will do my best to answer them. So let's go into the forums and let's start this out. I guess I gotta log in. So I'm just gonna leave that there because it might take me a minute to log in because I had to format my computer. And so what that means is my computer remembers none of my login details. All right, we're good. Let's see. Time issues, exact metrics. They used to have just like a general support forum area, did they not? Am I crazy thinking that? Get involved, installing WordPress, fixing WordPress, developing with WordPress, networking WordPress. Accessibility, local host installs, alpha beta, requests and feedback, everything else. Okay. So let's see if there's anything we can do to help. I don't know how many people are using the support forums right now because, of course, we have a lot of interesting things happening in the world, but we'll see where we can help. Password reset email not received. Yeah, so let's also turn off all notifications for Slack for now. You guys don't need to see those. Okay. So setting up an email solution that works with your hosting is key. Contact your host to see if PHP mail is enabled. Sorry about my spelling, everyone. There's a tool that I use for one of the sites that we run, a service. Give me 1 second so I can find it here. I have so much stuff open, as always. But there are services that let you set up SMTP email for WordPress, like transactional emails, really easily. And using one of those, I think it's like SendWP. Let me just... Yeah, here we go. My screen is Slack, yo. What do you mean? Black. Well, let me figure out why. You can hear my audio, right? Did I already break my stream? It's been a while since I've had to do this. My screen is not black. He's wrong. Did I already break my stream? It's been a while since I've had to do this. So this is Send WP. It lets you do transactional emails. It's only $9 a month. And it's super dependable, super useful, super easy to integrate. My screen is not black. He's wrong. And now I can hear myself. Gotta stop that. Sorry about that. So yeah, I definitely recommend Send WP. It's really easy to integrate into WordPress. I'm going to mention it to this person. I don't know if I'm allowed to link to it. One of the services that I really like is Send WP, which is $9 a month. I don't think they have a free one. I think they let you have a short period of time for free, and then it's paid, which is not ideal for a lot of people because a lot of people are looking for free solutions. There are like SMTP plugins out there which you can then integrate with a Gmail account and all this stuff. But the big issue is with email, you really have to make sure your DNS records are correct. TP. Boom. Okay, so this person already kind of had their question answered, but you still can't see the screen. Well, I don't know why you can't see it. It works on my machine. I'm going to test it on my phone real quick, everybody. I just want to make sure that I'm actually showing video, because otherwise, what's the point, right? It's fine. I don't know. Maybe my co-founder has his VPN on or something, but like, look, even on my phone, I can see my video playing properly. Maybe refresh, open and close. All right, I was gonna say, I don't think I opened a new tab when I did that. Usually I open new tabs. Change headings to sentence case in homepage. Yeah. So this is a commercial theme. And so they're not allowed to support it there. But I don't necessarily think that means I can't support it. So let's go ahead and open this up real quick. I'm trying to change the heading of each article in sentence case. Managed to do it for blog titles via CSS, but did not manage to change them in the homepage itself and in category sections. Well, if you did it elsewhere, then you should be able to do it here. It's just custom CSS that you then need to target each of the right things. And it looks like you might have already fixed it. Hard to know. Yeah, I think they've already fixed it, so let's move on. Launching file location after the upgrade to 5.3.2. I have a local intranet that uses WordPress. I have links set up to open file locations on our servers using blah, blah, blah. This has worked until the last update. Now I'm giving a 404 error. I can only copy and paste. So they're... It looks like the URL is being rewritten to http://WordPress server file location. That's weird. I mean, they should be using a fully qualified domain name, even if they're using for an intranet. And I mean, that should be fairly easy for the tech team to set up, which is the suggestion I'm going to give them. There we go. Gotta love when you have an intranet. I actually set up an intranet site before. When I was working for the county of Bruce, I was the first person to set up an intranet site. And while they were using ModX as one of the big CMS systems at the time, as well as a little bit of WordPress stuff and a few other things. I can't, like, one of them was like a stupid name, like Banana something or other. Hot Banana. I don't know. It was dumb. So, yeah. I cannot type my password to go to the admin panel. How to set up this plugin. These questions are actually really interesting. A lot of them looks like they've been answered. There used to be a button that was like topics with no replies. Does that do everywhere or just this one section? It looks like it does everywhere. Cool. Okay, I'll do that in a second here. I'm using WordPress and Nginx. I'm looking for a plugin to prevent direct access without being logged into files such as the pictures and videos that I've previously uploaded. Yeah, can't support htaccess files. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I mean, they need someone with some WordPress expertise to do this. It's really bothering me that my co-founder wasn't able to see the video. I'm just going to jump on Facebook real quick. I'm going to post about the video. Maybe get someone to come on here other than my co-founder. Maybe grab a family member. Somebody should be able to check for me. Who else is online that could maybe check? None of my tech-savvy friends are online right now. I've asked my brother. We'll see if he can check for me. Yeah, okay. I cannot type my password. All right. Wow, someone on the support team is saying disable Jetpack to see if that's the issue. Never thought I'd see the day. For those that don't know, Jetpack is a automatic project, so... Okay. Network of subdomains, issues with WP multi-site admin not working, page jumps on mobile while scrolling. That's interesting. Block, edit, hook doesn't update on attribute change, caption, thumbnails are low quality. Custom color palette for the table block. Image inclusion when not super admin? I mean, these are not the questions that I had last time I was doing this. They were pretty basic by comparison. Right, like, where's the login page? All right, so my brother says looks good. That's a good start then. More than just me is able to see it. So that's good. I don't know why my co-founder wasn't able to view the video. Okay. Page jumps on mobile while scrolling. On my website, I struggle with the subject issue. This happens on mobile devices. Haven't tested it. When you scroll the page, it suddenly jumps to the table, not allowing to read the whole text. English is not this person's first language, which is unfortunate. I use read more, free theme, pricing tables, table press. It also happens on this page where structure is similar. It's Polish. Okay, so my first guess, wow, geez. My first guess would be because these have these sort options, that's what is part of the problem. So when you get to this on mobile, it probably jumps down to here. Yeah, so I'm just going to send it to my phone real quick. I'm going to test it on my phone. It's fancy that I can do that. Makes me feel all high-tech. Alright, so I scroll. Wow. I mean, part of the problem might be all your pop-ups and your scroll to top thing. Yeah, I'm not having an issue scrolling around on it. And even your tables that you have are working properly. These controls actually move to the left side. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. Could cause this issue. Let me just do a quick inspect. See if there's actually any errors. No, nothing important. Yeah, I don't know. They're going to have to test, right? So one of the hard things about dealing with WordPress is that you do have to test these different assumptions, right? So a lot of the times there is no like straightforward answer where it's like, it's me, it's me. So you have to then go through and there's like a really nice health check and troubleshooting plugin that allows you to like disable all the plugins and themes really quickly and see if the issue's still there, and then you can kind of enable them in troubleshooting mode. It does not affect front-end users, which is great. It only affects you as the admin user logged in. It's a great tool to kind of help isolate these issues when you're experiencing them. The images are low quality in the post caption thumbnail image. When I open up the image in the site, it appears in good quality. Any ideas? I mean, one of the plugins or one of the add-ons that Jetpack has is, I think it's called Photon, which does some like responsive image stuff. Maybe they could be using an image plugin that does a lossy compression instead of lossless compression. So that might cause the quality of the image to look bad. Maybe the image is being resized at a weird aspect ratio. So if it was like a 16:9 image, and you redo it to be like a 4:3 image, sometimes that can make the image look low quality. A whole bunch of different factors that can be related to image quality that you have to be aware of. One of my clients recently asked, like, you know, what size image do you need for this website? And I was like, it's responsive. So image size isn't super helpful because on different phones, it's going to be a different size, right? Because we're going to make it responsive. And they really did not understand what that meant or how that worked. And so I had to show them multiple times because all they want to know, right? Do you need a 16:9? Do you need a 4:3? Like, what size image do you need? I'm like, it doesn't necessarily work that way. Like, they wanted it to be a full page, like a full screen cover image. So depending on the ratio of the screen, right? Maybe you have like this crazy ultra wide monitor, then the image is going to be stretched to this crazy ultra wide size. The whole thing was a nightmare. Thankfully, they moved away from that. Let's refresh this. Network of subdomains, issues with WP multi-site, block hook edit, blah blah blah. I'm not really a programmer, right? I'm a manipulator. I can change things that already exist, but being able to figure out some of the programming stuff is not really my thing. Self-hosted video player? I'm working with Bridge 173 architectural firm theme. I use a portfolio to display my work, but my self-hosted video only works in different browsers, not an iPhone. Yeah. Okay, well, we're not going to go to their site. But I don't think the video file is correct. Isn't the file that you need... yeah, it says it supports a number of formats, blah, 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 blah. But isn't there a specific one that works really well? WebM, maybe? Yeah, maybe the embed code is not working properly, so they might need to check into that. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully that helps. We can't go look, because that would not be good. Oh. There we go. Where's all the easy ones that used to exist, people? Off canvas menu closing after clicking on an item. Permalink settings page times out with WP 5.3 upgrade. That's interesting to me. Importing post data from old version. P and BR tags not working. Interesting. Background block reduce image size, including a skin ad. I don't know what that means. WordPress media library broken after WordPress update. That's interesting. Looking to search within a site. Isn't everyone? Homepage multiple versions? Question mark. Failed to import media. So let's check some of these out. Permalink settings page times out with 5.3 upgrade. Blah 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 blah. Yeah. So okay. I'm able to curl and wget wordpress.org from the server. No other pages appear to be affected. So basically what I'm asking them to do is basically delete all their WordPress files except for the WP config, which has the database connection information, and their htaccess, which has the redirects. Again, they don't really have anything in here in the redirects file that matters, so they could probably blow that away as well. And then reinstall all that stuff. So, I mean, from what I see here, they're using a server, like they have an understanding of their server environment enough that they can see these things and understand what's happening. And so hopefully if they get rid of all these files, maybe one of like the WP options file or one of them didn't upgrade properly, and that sometimes happens, unfortunately. And so you just basically delete all of WordPress and reinstall it. And because you have your WP content, or sorry, your WP config file, it reconnects to the database and you're back up and running without doing a full reinstall. You don't lose any data. It's a nice way to do it. I mean, hopefully they don't get rid of their WP content either. Except for WP config, yeah, htaccess files and your WP content folder and reinstall. There we go. Yeah, because you don't want to get rid of your WP content folder either. That's where your theme is. That's where your plugins are. That's where your post uploads are. So, all right, let's move on. Importing post data from old version. P and BR tags not working. Okay, so they decided to revive some old blogs that were running on a very old version of WordPress. Maybe from 7 or 8 years ago. All right. Can't use PHP 7. That sucks. We're using the classic editor as well as the TinyMC plugin prior to TinyMC p tags were never appearing in new posts and everything was all in line. Blah, 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 blah. Right. That's strange. That's such an edge case. I don't necessarily have any ideas on that. If you see this and you have an idea, go ahead and let Bluebard know. They posted this 6 days ago and haven't received a response, so I don't think they're gonna get one, unfortunately. This is a strange one. If they have the data from 7 or 8 years ago and they can see the tags, then how are they moving it to the news? Like, they just restart this or something? I don't know. There's too many questions there. This is something that they really have to talk to someone that specializes in this stuff. If they were our customer, I'd be able to dig through it a lot more. Background block, reduce image size. I'm a newbie to WordPress. Have a shop developed in WooCommerce with a child theme. I'm working on a new homepage and have a background block with an image. I need the image to be reduced in size so you can see it completely within the block. So okay, so background block with an image. I need the image to be reduced in size so you can see it completely within the HTML of the block. So I think they need to change it to maybe something like cover. And let's use this code thing. Because maybe the theme doesn't support it properly. I think it's background size, yeah. Hopefully that'll help. It's really going to be them figuring out. Why didn't it do the code thing properly? Is it because I didn't close the... Like, do I gotta do that? Yeah, okay. We'll see if that helps. WordPress media library broken after WordPress update. We had previously defined the uploads variable in the wconfig to point to an alternate directory. This has been working fine since 2017. Updated, and now all of it is gone. That is frustrating. So I think some of the problem might be that they didn't give a full path. Right? Maybe not. Interesting. Were all of your images stored in the one directory or separated into month, year folders? Also try I hate when it shows the weird backticks. Boom. That's weird that it's not using the uploads variable that they have set in their wp config file. I'm hoping to tell it to like grab automatically the root directory and append .media. Because with this, it might be thinking, well, that's not a directory. Like, it might be thinking that it's supposed to do it in the WP content directory, and I'm trying to tell it, no, go ahead and do it in the media folder that's above the WP content directory. Yeah. Hopefully that helps. Looking to search within a site. Our website recently posted a long handbook, and I'd like a way for users to search only within that handbook, not the whole site. The search could be of a specific PDF or a specific series of websites, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, no. I don't think there is a plugin that lets you do that. Yeah, a lot of people being like, hey, here's how you build your own custom WordPress search. That's not really what the person will want to do. I'm just doing some quick Googling, right? See what's available. I know that like Elasticsearch, Elasticpress would probably allow them to do what they want to do, but it would cost too much probably. There are some other search plugins out there, but I don't think they're going to let them have a custom search. Yeah. I mean, maybe search WP. All right, we'll leave it at that, and hopefully that helps that person. Next, homepage, multiple versions. Using Divi Builder, have 3 different home pages which display at different times. When I first log into the WordPress dashboard, I get a 404 not found error. Some people see this as their home page. However, the main nav menu is displayed on this page, and clicking the home link does take you to the correct page. Oh boy. I mean, this could be a caching issue. This could be a setting issue. This looks like their homepage to me. Maybe they figured it out. It's hard, right? Like, a lot of this just requires some troubleshooting because they don't provide enough information. And when I go to his page, it looks fine. So there's multiple pieces to this that really requires someone to dig through. Failed to import media, image, file name. I have export some pages from one site and import into another site. At the time of import, I get an error like this. I've also tried export media, but I still get the same error. So my question is this: how to export pages with its content physical image from one site and import it to another site? There we go. So yeah, there are a bunch of great migration plugins. WP All-in-One Migration or something like that. WP Migration Pro. I don't remember the name of it. There are some great migration plugins out there. The built-in export-import tool that WordPress ships with is not as robust or as useful in some ways as some of the ones that are out there. So, yeah. Including a skin ad. I'm so curious about that one. I don't know if I want to read it, though. Poor person's been waiting for 5 days. 2 walker menus. Some of the titles for these, it's really hard, right? Because for a lot of these people, English is not their first language, and support on the forums, as far as I'm aware, is all done through English. All right, I think that's enough for now. Okay. We're halfway through. So my plan for this going forward, by the way, like I mentioned at the top of this video, I'm hoping to do this every day for an hour, just kind of a Q&A. If no one comes on, I'm going to jump on the support forums, or I'm going to work on one of my projects. And it's just to kind of give back to the community, kind of show what WordPress is doing, share some of my knowledge during these trying times. And I love streaming, and I love doing videos, and I love helping people. So this just seems like the perfect way to do that. So if you have any questions about WordPress, web hosting, anything related to kind of even technology, I love talking about computers. So just go ahead and use the live chat, or if you're watching this after the fact, go ahead and leave a comment, and I'll try to address it on the next video. All right. I am basically facing trouble relating to a skin theme I introduced to be used as an ad. The ad is working, but is not clickable. I've tried the following code in the themes function section with no luck. Oh, this is for Advanced Ads Pro. So they're trying to add a style to the selector. I don't think I can help with that. I mean, I think I know what they need to do. The ad isn't clickable because Advanced Ads Pro is not set up properly for it to be clickable. And if it removes the current image when you add in this style code here, then you've done it wrong. Maybe you actually need it to be like set up a little bit differently. Hello, Nigel. How you doing? Well, if you think of anything, let me know. I enjoy doing this kind of thing. Yeah, I mean, Advanced Ads Pro has very specific requirements in terms of the styles being added to like these ads and stuff like that. Hey, we've already been to this site today. This person's trying to go through a lot of little issues, eh? So yeah, you can see here they're not even using the ad program for that one. That one's working. The ad's there. Oop. Oop. I'm closing too many things. Okay. Yeah, so I don't think there's much I can do for that person. 2 walker menus. I have added 2 custom walker menus. What are walker menus? And a logo in center, as well as CSS to it, but it's not working well. What can I do? Here's my code. Well, Okay, I'm laughing because if you look at this URL that they need help with, they put it to localhost, which means it's on their local computer, which means I can't see it, so I can't really help them with it. And I'm not gonna set up a WordPress install so that I can then test their PHP. Yeah, I mean, no offense. This is I can't. No one can help support you in this issue. Um, yeah, I feel bad for them, but yeah, it has to be online. I mean, if we can't see it, how can we troubleshoot it? I certainly don't know. Boom, boom. So many things happening. Okay. Membership table with collapsing rows. As an addition to my WordPress site, I want to host my high school's membership directory in a collapsing table. Blah, 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 blah. Finally, clicking on a member's name would bring up all information from the member, such as address. I have looked into several table plugins, but none explicitly advertise this feature. Is there any plugin that anyone knows that can do this, or is it even a way to accomplish this goal? So basically, they want a couple things here. One, they want a table with everyone's information in it. It should be collapsible. When there's no one that begins with the letter for that table section, it's grayed out. And when you click on a person, it shows all their information. There are a lot of like WordPress data table plugins out there, but I don't know of any that can specifically do what he's hoping for. Yeah. If anyone can think of anything, let Chunky Drew know. Yeah, it's asking for a lot. I have a website running as a multi-site that I can no longer access the network admin. Network admin does not show up under the My Sites menu. Also, I also do not seem to have the plugins or updates tab like I previously did. Oh. Sounds to me like that person no longer has the role they thought they had. Ouch. All right. Trying to deal with WP cookies to have cross authentication between subdomains. No, don't do that. Bad security. Yeah, no. You want two completely separate WordPress sites to allow a cookie from each other to work with the other so that you're logged in? Yeah, no, I don't think that's wise. I guess I'll let someone else who's a developer do that, but my gut reaction is don't do that. Menu for blog goes to wrong page on mobile. Alright, so let's load this up. Let's do inspect. Switch this to like the pixel. And there's their blog. And I'm on their blog page. I don't know what they were expecting. Looks good to me. Submit. Do, do, do. Another one bites the dust. All right. If you hear any background noise, I'm sorry. I have my window or patio door open a little bit. And non-numeric values encountered in WordPress include simplify parse data on line 694. So this sounds like it should actually be elevated to like the WordPress developer area rather than in support forums. It's interesting that it's a localhost issue, but they're using trunk as well. Like there's just so many variables there. Like, what a weird place to... Oh, wow. The first page takes 10 seconds to display for... I'm not going to a Russian site, I'm sorry. Image, link with Gutenberg media and text. Hosting a new website, and I'm using the 2020 theme. I have one issue though. I'm creating a lot of blog posts listing different racks like this one. The problem here is that I would like to have a hyperlink on each picture, and I cannot figure out how to do that. Oh, because you're using the block. Yeah, block media text one. We have the image and then the text, and you want that to be a link. I don't think you can do that with that block. Just give me 1 second. Yeah, no. Yeah, so there are ways to make that happen with that exact same design. There are blocks that allow you to like create a, what's it called, layout elements, columns. So you could have a 2-column design where one column is an image, and then you select the image that you want, and you could then like change it to HTML and actually like wrap it. Can you change this to HTML? No? Really? No? So you can't even change that one to HTML. The interesting. If you change it to group, yeah, no. Yeah, so I'd just recommend not using that one. There was a really cool like thing that came out recently that was like just like Gutenberg designs. Yeah, here it is. So this is pretty cool. It's a Gutenberg template library, and it gives you like the HTML that you need to kind of lay things out. And I don't know if any of this has stuff, but you can see it like tells you what required plugins you have and allows you to copy the code in CSS. So like, do they have, I don't know. It's not pricing. It's not really features. I don't know what you'd call it. But you could do something like this. It doesn't require any plugins, and maybe it would support it. I don't know. right? That's the hard part about these, is that you can't tell what features or functionality it supports, but Gutenberg Hub exists. What did I call that? I wish my brain was faster sometimes, you know? Columns. Boom. So you could do that. It's not ideal, but it is a solution. Multiple folders plus download list plugin. Is there any plugin for multiple folders plus download list? Thanks. Example. Let's see what they have for an example image. They want something like that, eh? I don't know of a plugin that does that off the top of my head. If you do, let that person know. I don't remember ever seeing that. Restrict the users as per the data purchase on my online magazine. Boom. So there's 2 plugin suggestions for that person who's having issues with managing download access, restricting access. Hi, on the right corner it shows that users have logged in, works for editor, author, and contributor, but doesn't show subscriber or customer. How to show for them? Well, I don't know. How are you showing that information to begin with? I don't see that information, so yeah. We have a network of sites with multiple users. We have an issue where any user that is not super admin level tries to include an image in a poster page. The image is 1,000 pixels wide and has been uploaded correctly to the media library. When the administrator level tries, it's automatically resized. Any idea why that's happening? Maybe your admin doesn't know how to do it? I don't know. That's really strange, because I don't think it's a permissions issue typically. And what is a super admin? Yeah, whatever they're using to create a super admin is probably the reason why they're having that issue. How do I add custom color palette to my theme? Aha, yes. Okay, so this is something that happens fairly often where someone will go in the functions file of a theme and limit the choices you have for the color selectors. I've seen this, one of the developers that we worked with that did a Gutenberg theme for us, they locked down the color palette as well. Yeah, so it's just been locked down. The person just needs to figure out where that PHP code is and either remove it or replace it or whatever. Bit of a pain, but not too difficult. Hey, header font and size issues. That sounds like my kind of issue. Using 2020 theme, trying to recreate a website I created in 2006 using front page. Front page! Trying to effect 3 changes. 1, eliminate, hide the page name, welcome of the page that appears when you create a new page. There does not seem to be a way to delete, hide this block of text. Okay, change the font size of the welcome text. Okay, let's see what we're dealing with here. I meant to open it in a new window, or a new tab rather. Okay. So they want this welcome text gone, apparently, right? Yeah. Background image is closer to the top of the page. Yeah, okay. What do you click to be able to get the CSS thing? So you go to theme editor. If you go to, oh, come on, computer. No, that's not what I want. I don't want theme editor. I do want customize. So if we want to remove this welcome text, but we only want to do it on the home page, we'll do .home.entry title. I mean, unfortunately, it doesn't look like they have any inside pages yet, so it makes it kind of hard to give them suggestions on that, but I think it'll be like .page, .entry title, I think. What kind of font resizing do you guys like? EM, REM, pixels? Seems like everyone has different suggestions on how to do that. Hey, we got likes on the video. That's nice. Refresh. Network of subdomains. Interesting. So if it were me, I would basically make it so that this, like, create all these like different pages, right? And then I'd point the subdomain to the page. So one suggestion There you go. Now you don't have to duplicate the full website. I think there is a plugin that lets you have .2014 is what I'm seeing. Oh my goodness. Let's see if this plugin is still around. Oh, I don't think so. Maybe. Plugins. Oh, their menu is not working. It's too long. Are they still doing multiple themes? Multiple themes? No, yes. All right. There we go. It's not ideal, but it does give them what they want, right? That's what we're here to do. Give people the answers that they want. Okay. I think I've pretty much looked at all of these. Aww. I don't know how to help that person. And I don't know that they know how to help themselves. They should start over. Hello, guys. How can I see this final file for changes this information and to create a link for download? I'm not good with JavaScript either. That is my kryptonite, I tell you. But it has been an hour, and I'm going to come back tomorrow and do another hour of this. There'll be new questions on the support forum, hopefully some new questions in chat. Thank you guys so much for watching, Nigel and others. I'm also thinking about how I want to do this going forward in terms of, do I want to slice up some of these like best ofs so that there are specific videos for it? Do I want to have specific days to do, very specific things? I have a bit of knowledge with like Divi and Elementor and stuff. Maybe I can try building out a site with one of those. Lifter LMS, some other tools. I don't know. Give me feedback. Let me know what you guys want to see. And until then, I'll keep working on support forums and maybe some of my own projects. Remember, check out PressTitan.com if you're looking for someone to help you out with your WordPress needs. And I hope you have a great day and stay safe.